welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Riley Scholl.
And I'm Riley Matton.
Recently, RHS has expanded credit recovery options for students. Traditionally, students primarily either retook the class or did credit recovery online, checking in with a teacher during the week. Now RHS is offering more in-class recovery and has purchased a new recovery program. We go to Isabella Foley with the story.
This year, Roseville is trying out a new credit recovery resource called Edgenuity. Edgenuity will allow students to make up the curriculum entirely online, only coming to school so a teacher can proctor during exams.
Edgenuity is really going to be designed for students who are, you know what, I've got things on track, there's that one thing I got to go take care of, but I'm kind of an independent learner. That's really what Edgenuity is going to serve, because the teacher will be accessed basically online.
Last year, RHS introduced in-school credit recovery courses for IM1 and IM2. This is the first time it will offer the in-class for IM3. And now students only need to make up the curriculum of the semester they don't have credit for, rather than the whole class.
Is during the day. The concept is very similar. It's the same. The big advantage on site is that the students, they meet with their teacher every day, where credit recovery here at Independence, you only meet once a week.
It's easier for me because I like to go at my own pace and not wait for anybody, and so it's easier for kids that can do things on their own, but harder for kids that need help because there's so many kids in the class.
Our credit recovery works to a certain degree, so how do we get those extra measures of success? And so sometimes you need more tools.
Thanks, Isabella. Credit recovery will continue to change as it becomes more clear what works best for students.
The Clash of Classes rally is today. Here's a look at your schedule. The rally will be held after second. Following the rally, students will then have a one lunch schedule with third and fourth after.
We now go to Kobe Estrada for sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Kobe Estrada. Wednesday night was signing night for the seniors committed to play college athletics. These four seniors included Landon Wallace, who committed to play catcher at University of Nevada, Reno, Kate Slack, who will play volleyball for Cal Poly SLO next year, Taylor Davis, committed to play soccer at California State University, Monterey Bay, and Bella Ayala, who committed to play softball at Fordham University.
It felt really good to sign because I've been waiting for that moment forever. I've been dreaming of that day, so to finally do it, it was such an awarding feeling.
Now that I'm finally signed, I'm really happy because I'm done and I can focus on myself.
My initial feelings were that I was relieved that I finally signed, and I was happy and nervous, but mostly happy.
Congratulations to all the Roseville athletes who signed their letter of intent Wednesday. In another sports news, football plays Buha Colony tonight at 7 in the second round of playoffs. Be sure to follow EOT Sports on Twitter for live updates for the game. And tomorrow is sections for cross country at Willow Hills, where Shane Meadows-Yaw, Trenton Artiga, Mandy Ruiz, and Angelo Nunez will be running. And that's all on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Kobe. Disney Plus has been out for 3 days now, and everybody and their grandparents have it, as to be expected. And the service is fantastic, as to be expected. As soon as you log into your profile for the first time, you feel the quality that you get with Disney. There's something so satisfying and simple about the layout of the collection of movies. Before logging into Disney Plus for the first time, I had a good idea of what was going to be on it. But after spending some time going through the library, I couldn't believe how extensive their collection of old movies there are, from Old Yeller and Davy Crockett to Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Want anything to satisfy your 90s nostalgia? They have everything from Home Alone and Tailspin to Gargoyles. Need to rewatch all the old Disney Channel greats? They've got Wizards of Waverly Place and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on there. They also have every Disney movie that was ever been in the vault. The animated classics like Snow White and Peter Pan, among many others that range from the 1920s to the 2010s. They have a decent amount of new hits like the Avengers movies or Frozen, but there are some missing like Coco or Infinity War. The newer the movie is, the less likely it is to be on there right away, because they're still adding new titles monthly. It will be a while before everything is on there, but it's not much that they're missing. If you can't find a certain movie, you could search the movie, and it will tell you the exact day it will be available. And of course, there are a good amount of bugs to the app, like some episodes of TV shows were mixed up or they just didn't show up at all, and it'll probably be a couple of days before they get all the bugs ironed out. As for originals, we have The Mandalorian, The Lady and the Tramp live-action remake, the new docu-series, The Imagineering Story, and the National Geographic show that is about Jeff Goldblum doing fun things while being Jeff Goldblum, among many other shows. I have watched most of the originals so far, plus the 2 movies, and I have not got to everything, but what I have watched is pretty great. The Mandalorian could not have been better in my opinion. The Lady and the Tramp remake is only mediocre, although I'd watch it over the new Aladdin or Lion King reboot any day. It's also a bonus to have National Geographic on the service with all their TV shows and documentaries. I think if you watch any sort of movies or TV and you don't have Disney Plus, you are seriously missing out. Now we go back to news.
Thanks, Joey. Here at RHS, exchange students can exponentially increase their knowledge of American culture and further their studies in the process. We go to Zach Galumgum with more on the story.
Swedish exchange student senior William Lundgren is experiencing the American school life for his last year in high school. As he spends his time in America, Lundgren is adjusting to the school culture.
It's very, very exciting, you know, it's seeing new stuff, experiencing new stuff, learning about a different culture, even though it's like pretty similar countries, not like Asia compared to here, like Asian countries are very different, it's still like pretty different cultures.
Coming from Sweden, Lundgren is taking this opportunity to learn new things regarding engineering and science, a topic that he hopes to pursue when he goes to college.
There's such a like broad variety of what you could do within those fields. There's, you know, everything from more architecture related stuff to, you know, doing research. So I don't really know. The only thing I know is like the general direction kind of.
Difficult classes don't faze Lundgren. Instead, he looks forward to the opportunity to better himself.
I don't know. I've always been like very, you know, engaged with my studies and want to do good in school. So it just feels natural to me. Like, you know, I want to excel. So picking the most difficult, or, you know, the ones that are more that's on my level. So if I feel like, okay, I know this kind of stuff well, then I want to, you know, challenge myself.
Lundgren hopes to continue with STEM studies once he goes back to Sweden. And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.